Hey there, I'm feeling real sick. I've got a sore throat. If you have any lozenges, can you send them through to me at fromahatpodcast@gmail.com or follow us on Twitter. Thank you. Wow, we've got a good amount of episodes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, exactly 60.
61 because I'll use this as the next bumper. So
Awesome.
at the time this will get released, 61 episodes.
That's going to be just the blast of a bumper.
We missed
Me counting to 60.
our 50th episode spectacular.
Ah, well. We'll have to have a double spectacular at 100. See you there, suckers!
There's no way we're gonna remember when our 100th episode happens. Welcome to From a Hat, the show where we draw a topic out of a hat, just like it says in the title. I'm Ben.
I'm Phoenix.
I'm Nick.
Alright, boys. Where's the... Oh, it's next to me. I'm
sure
an idiot.
is. You sure are.
Alright. Oh, Nick, you're the guest.
Okay.
Go.
We have got in.
Hmm?
What's the worst thing to fly with?
To
Pretty
fly?
sure it says the fly.
Don't drop the thing back into the hat.
No, it's a disaster.
What's the worst thing to the fly with? In
Oh,
quotation
the
marks.
fly. Okay, to fly is an entirely different thing to the fly.
Yeah, it would be like webbed feet.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so, does the fly have a theme song? Phoenix?
All I can think of
You
is
gotta
the Jurassic
Just
Park
give us a yes
theme.
or a no.
The Jurassic, like...
Yeah, because of Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, sorry, he's in the fly. I forgot about that.
He is the fly.
Can I use the Blob theme?
Sure.
Because I really
I'm
like
not familiar with the Blob. Is it a famous theme?
Oh, it's so unfitting. Do you know the film The Blob?
I know of it.
Okay, well the theme song is like...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's ridiculous.
Have you ever watched Evil Dead?
No.
Okay, at the end of Evil Dead, like, as the film ends, there's this bit where the credits roll, and it's just like a happy, upbeat intermission saxophone song, and it's fucking gold. But anyway, I'll use one of those as the theme song. Snails! Snails are the worst thing to fly with.
No.
I'd say slug, because snail you get the shell.
My
That's
idea was
like-
going to be slug because snail, you get the shell.
You get a
No,
shell.
but with because it's the fly, right? In the
Yeah.
film The Fly, he's slowly becoming a fly.
Yeah.
So I'm slowly becoming a snail in this instance.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So I don't find a shell. Snails don't find that. Snails' shells are part of their physiology.
Happens.
Yeah.
So
it,
I
it grows on
slowly,
them.
my bones slowly become a shell.
Yeah.
Which is
But then
worse.
you've got armor afterwards.
It's an investment, but then it's the payoff.
Yeah, exactly right. Slug has no payoff. It's just a squirmy.
No, but like snails, because it's going to be more painful. Because there's
Yeah,
more.
but
of
you
it.
get something better.
People hate slugs. Some people like snails.
Who likes a snail?
I like
Small
snails.
children.
What's wrong with you?
I don't like them, but you know, they're considered friendly. Slugs.
I can't eat salt.
Oh yeah.
Like anything with salt, like my eyes will poke out of my head, and I've got glasses.
But see, what you're arguing, we're saying a slug
Would your
is
eyes
better
fix?
because as
Huh?
a
hang on.
Would your eyes fix if you became a slug, or you still need glasses?
I like to imagine they won't. So
I
I,
think
just
they
became.
get
So
worse,
fine,
right?
I'll change it to the slug because you guys are set on
You
the
get
slug.
two monocles because they stick. You couldn't get our glasses across that because you don't have a head on
Haven't
the
you,
eyes.
haven't you ever seen a cartoon, Nick? In cartoons, whenever there's a character that needs glasses and they're like
This
a
is
snail or a
serious
slug,
conversation.
they just
though.
have the fucking glasses float.
That's true.
Yeah, but they-
Also, like, you know when you see like a snail or a slug where you like tap it on the eye and it just retracts it in.
Mhm.
So I imagine I could just do that. Like I just sit my glasses on my snail head
I guess.
or whatever, and like every time they come out, there's poke and they retract into my head.
So wait, are you a man? You're a man-sized slug,
Slug,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm slowly turning into a slug.
Okay, so no one's played Bloodborne, never mind.
No.
I've seen it.
I know of it.
There's enemies in it that are basically like slimy slug dudes.
Oh, like the dude from that Resident Evil game. Nick, don't kick the mic
Sure,
stand.
which one?
Like the one with the slug man, with the train.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 0. It's Resident Evil 0.
Yeah.
Because there's a guy who sings opera and is a slug man.
Oh yeah,
he's
and he
weird
has
looking.
a slug army, doesn't he?
He does. He's like... Slugs.
Alright, what are you going to beat the slug with?
Yeah, what have you
well,
got?
slug was my idea. You and I both thought of the same
I
thing,
didn't think a slug. I was just on my toes.
and then he said snail.
Well, you can't...
All
you
of
shouldn't have
these things
fucking
are the
corrected
same.
me then, dickhead.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So, worst thing to be turned in...
To the fly with.
Yeah, I'd
So, like,
say...
you're in a laboratory, you stumble across a teleporter, you walk into the
Yeah.
teleporter, and something comes into the teleporter with you, and you go to the other end of the room, and it slowly becomes a small version of a man that dies,
I'd
and you
say,
slowly
like-
become a giant version of it.
My question is, does it have to be animals, or can you go plant as well? So,
I'll
like,
say you can go plant,
if
because
a
it just
leaf
says
falls in
the
there.
worst thing, so...
or like if, someone throws a toaster in that bad boy, do you become toaster
You
person?
slowly become a toaster man?
That would only be helpful, though. That just make you a
That would not be
cyborg
helpful.
that can make really good toast.
No, because you're organic.
Yeah.
You'd die,
So you
probably.
slow, like your skin, like the iron in your blood slowly solidifies, and like you slowly become like a meat toaster.
At like more than halfway, you're
Your
probably
dick
dead.
turns into a
See,
socket.
See, the way I
No,
picture
the thing where they hit it down to set the toast, that's what your dick becomes.
All
it...
right.
Have you
Your
guys...
dick becomes the toaster.
Jesus Christ. Have you guys seen...
Would you
I know you...
no, I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
Would your mouth slowly become the bit where the bread goes in, or would you
Oh, I
grow
think,
new
like,
slots on your back?
Yeah, you curl in and it comes on the back.
All right.
And then, like, your nose is the knob for how much toast you eat.
All right, cool.
Okay,
Anyway,
so you've seen One Punch Man, right?
I have.
There's a character in One Punch Man, he's a villain, who is a car, like he's half car, and he makes car-based puns, right?
When's this?
It's like episode 3, I
don't
think,
remember this!
And One Punch Man, basically, he's walking around, the guy's like, "Ha, you think you can beat me? And makes a bunch of car puns. Like, that really, like, revs me up or some junk, and then he just kills him.
I don't remember this.
The point being that he's got, like, organic parts and car parts. I picture if that happened with the toaster, you would just become like that, but you'd make toast instead of having, like, engine bits in
Is
cars.
the car man in living agony, or is he doing...
No,
okay?
he
seems
seems
to
to
be
be
doing-
okay.
Okay.
And
Until
from
One
how-
Punch Man comes around.
Yeah. From how Phoenix described him, because I have no memory of it, he seems to be doing okay.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
mercy killing for the car man, to be
Yeah.
honest.
How does he pee?
Exhaust pipe, obviously.
No,
Yeah.
the exhaust pipe's his butthole.
No, the
Okay.
exhaust... Well, it could be. Either way, it's out of his head.
Yeah. Anyway. Alright, well, Phoenix, you shitting all over snails and toasters. What
Yeah,
have you
be
got?
toaster.
No, I think Snail's good. I just think Slug is better.
We'll come up with a better one then.
I think...
Or mean a worse one, because it's the worst.
I think that... like a cocoon would be pretty bad.
The cocoon,
Cocoon of what?
Like-
Cocoons aren't animals,
No,
dickhead.
no, but like someone puts like
Forever cocoon.
someone puts like gets a caterpillar that's like in it.
Yeah, then you
thing,
slowly
chucks that
becoming
in.
a butterfly. You just turn it, you just cocoon and
It's
become a
just
butterfly.
delayed.
You would become a
butterfly.
but see, but I'd say no, you'd be turning into a moth
Alright,
because
delayed moth.
Yeah.
That's
So as
still
soon so see the process would be really easy. You just cocoon when you come out, you're fine.
You're a
Except
giant
then,
moth.
yeah. Except
Is
then
that how Mothra happened?
probably. Except then one day later, that's it. You're dead.
Yeah.
Didn't even get to enjoy being a moth for long.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Look at these lights!
Would the cocoon, like, would your arms become... Would you just spin one, or would your hair grow?
I think you kind of just, like, melt
These are the
together.
questions.
I think your hair, like, the hair on top of your head would grow at an extreme rate.
Yeah.
And you'd slowly, like, tie it in a knot at your feet.
You probably suffocate, right?
beautiful butterfly. Yeah. Oh, how does he die? Does he just, in the fly, he, like, gets shot with a shotgun or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, someone
Oh.
kills him, I believe.
So he doesn't... Because my brain was like, no, he dies of the fact that he's becoming a fly, dickhead. And I'm like, no, he gets shot.
Yeah. He can't die as a fly.
Yeah.
Someone
He's fly
spots
man.
him with a giant spotter.
Giant can of bug spray comes along.
The town gets together and builds one and spots him.
Okay, so in The Fly,
Yeah.
there's the whole thing where he, like, spits up vomit, like acid,
Yeah.
right? Because he's turning into a fly. So what's another thing that's just like got something gross like that about them?
The toaster spits out burnt toast and it's all black.
Yeah,
it's
like
never nice.
they've all got they're all gross, Phoenix.
It's the bit where it's not like it's burnt enough that you're not sure to throw it out or to just cup it through. Because it'd be a waste to throw out this toast.
Do you think, right, that if you were to turn into a snail or a slug, you would just, like, at the start of it, before any, like, real noticeable thing happened, you just started to sweat a lot and it was kind of like a stickier sweat?
No, I reckon it'd be...
that's the first part, I think.
You just love salads. You're just into salads now.
Yeah, like it starts, you're just like, oh, I'm really into, like, salads.
I could really
I'm
go
really
for just a
clean now.
lettuce.
Like, you just, like, start eating, like, salad, and you're like, oh, this isn't enough. And then you just go down, like, the florist and just start buying, like, leaves. Just eating that. And then the sweating starts, and then the eyes happen, and yeah. So it'll happen like that. But with the toaster, I think you just be like, I really feel like making toast.
Yeah, you wouldn't feel like eating the toast. You're just like, I just want to burn some toast
I
right
just
now.
want to burn bread.
And if
I feel like burning bread, and then you just end up getting matches and like toasting bread manually, and then you're like, this isn't enough. This isn't, and then you just start shoving raw bread into your back.
So
you rub it against yourself to like start a fire.
Friction burn it.
As you guys said, your penis would be the bit that you
Of
lower
course,
down.
not a doubt in my mind.
So if that's truly what it is, does that mean that like one time you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna jerk off quickly, you touch it and your whole body just starts heating up.
Oh, yes!
Like you just get really hot.
Like you don't even realise anything wrong started happening with you until you go to jerk off and you're like, fuck, it's like minus really 12, but fuck, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I need to get some bread in this room really quick, actually.
I need to get some bread.
Some cold looking bread, let me put it on me.
You put some bread on me. Yeah, that's better. It's so fucking grotty. Oh.
That's assuming that toasters have a desire to cook bread.
I mean,
it's
their purpose.
It's their purpose. It's like when Rick builds that robot to pass butter, and it's like, what is my purpose? And he's like, you pass butter.
But that robot is depressed about it. It doesn't want to pass butter.
And imagine the toaster, if it was sentient, would be depressed that its whole purpose is to make toast as well.
But it would still do it.
It's like the toaster in Red Dwarf. Its whole purpose in Red Dwarf is to make toast. You guys haven't seen Red Dwarf, have you?
I've seen a lot of Red Dwarf.
In the first season of Red Dwarf, he's got that toaster.
I don't remember it, though.
In like the first season and like a little bit of the... No, it's in the first season and then it doesn't come up again for another like 3 or 4 seasons. It's a toaster that's sentient.
Is it that sassy toaster that always pops it out at comedic timings?
Yeah, it's always like, hey Dave, how you doing? He's like, alright, fine, toaster. And I was like, do you want some toast? No. How about a muffin? No, I don't want a muffin. I don't want a toast. I don't want a bagel. I don't want a croissant. I don't want a baguette. I don't want any bread products. So you're a bear claw man, are you? And then
I think something happens with a goldfish with it as well.
Yeah, he feeds the toaster through the garbage chute and then eventually has to rebuild it for some reason. Mm. But anyway, so I reckon you'd end up like that.
Could be worse.
Just a giant version of that.
What if you put it in a tin of oil?
Put what in a tin of oil?
Do you become the oil or the tin? Or
exactly.
What do you?
Right.
Oh, as in if you fly it with a tin with like a barrel?
At this rate, what if you just like get some glitter and throw it on the ground? Do you become that glitter pattern?
Shit, do you split
yes.
If you throw glitter in, do you become like multiple tiny U's, or do you just like your skin flakes up? What happened?
I also have a question. There you go first.
If someone's a real dick, they put like a painting in, and then you become a living version of that painting.
Oh,
hanging
shit.
on the wall, like
that would
in
be
the
cool.
Harry Potters.
Yeah.
Except horrible.
Or in fucking Stephen King's book about living paintings.
Mm.
Or it.
Yeah, okay. So what I was gonna say is if you got Godzilla, right? King of the Lizards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on board.
You chucked Godzilla in there, and then you got
pretty big fucking teleporter.
Yeah, huge teleporter, but you chuck Godzilla in there, you do your whole jam.
Get that switch over.
Would Godzilla just become a Komodo dragon? Just a big old lizard?
I mean...
And would you just become a giant man?
I want to say yes, but I feel like no, because in The Fly, he does, like, The Fly...
They retain their size.
They retain their natural... Their size.
Oh, good point. So yeah. Then would you just become a scaly man and him a non-scaled lizard?
Because Jeff Goldblum just becomes a fly that is, like, slightly humanoid in the end and is the size of a man. But if we did it with Godzilla, then Godzilla would, like, slowly start to become more... Like, say, for example, I did it.
Yeah.
And then I think he'd first grow hair.
Yeah, I think he'd lose some of his scales and grow hair where they should be.
Yeah, like he'd grow the beard and the hair and the fucking body hair and shit.
Loses the tail. Becomes man.
Yeah, the tail would drop off. I think he'd start standing upright.
He
He'd have poor vision.
Mini glasses.
He'd slowly turn into skin, and then I'd just grow scales and a tail.
Would you be able to shoot laser breath?
Yes.
Rad.
But I think it'd be more painful for me, because it's not a natural... Like, at first, it'd just be blood.
Yeah. Yuck.
What if I flied with, like, tea?
So with Godzilla, when he becomes Manzilla, does he have any personality? What do we look? It's like, is he a person now?
I mean...
Or is he just like
fly?
lizard brained in there?
I don't think the fly with Goldblum got, like, man brain.
So
I think it just remained a fly's intelligence.
A person with a lizard brain in there, pretty much. A giant man person.
Actually... Because Jeff Goldblum's brain slowly starts to turn fly.
Yeah.
So maybe the fly, because I just remember that the fly that Goldbloomed with him, the fly that got Goldbloomed,
that poor fly,
just died. They didn't focus on it, so that fly's last few days were in a living hell. Like if maybe Godzilla would like slowly become more sentient and like just slowly.
But that's the person with no education, upbringing, or anything. With a full adult brain in there.
Well, he gets like my intelligence, which isn't much more than that, but you know.
He gets your intelligence, but he has none of your experience or life lessons that you've learned.
No.
He's fine then!
He just knows a surprising amount about, like, comic books.
He just knows all about comic books, pop culture, and how to edit. He also knows that the stove is hot. Then he's fine. He's fine! He'll be fine. We'll make him a big chair. You can have a seat.
I can just imagine Godzilla standing at a stove.
Masturbate.
It's like, yeah, we can give you food and stuff. What do you want to do
He's
all
Godzilla.
day?
He's Benzilla. He does everything that Ben does all day, so he edits.
What's he edit? He doesn't have a computer, though. The computers are too small.
He'll find one.
I don't know. It sounds like a rough
I can
life.
just picture...
He'll hassle you guys to come do a recording.
I'd rather the toaster at this point than
Yeah.
Benzilla.
Like,
No.
I can't come in, Benzilla. I'm a toaster man.
See, I can picture Benzilla being there just like, geez, gotta cook something up. I know this. It's hot, right? But... No.
I'll just use like my fire breath. Oh, fuck.
No,
Don't have that anymore.
I need to use the stove.
He could use volcanoes as...
He could. He could make a mean schnitty.
Out of what?
Out of chickens.
That's like...
Multiple chickens?
Like chicken breast mash?
A tiny chicken schnitty.
Oh, okay, so he's got the tweezers out, and those tweezers are holding a smaller tweezer to pick it up.
Would he have man hands?
I have to see why not.
Then he'd have, like...
I reckon horrible ones, though, that are all got long fingernails.
Well, then maybe he'd make a man schnitty.
Mm.
He'd, like, take a fat guy. He'd take an American, stomp him down.
That's still pretty small, though, like...
No, I don't know. Americans are pretty big.
See, I'm thinking of an elephant, but is it really a schnitty if it's made out of elephant?
Yes, because you can make a schnitty out of, like, lamb and...
What's the
Well, I know. Traditionally, a schnitzel's beef. It's only really chicken here.
Yeah. So I reckon you could make an elephant schnitty.
So Godzilla's skyscraper,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What's the ratio to, like, us with a chicken and then Godzilla with an elephant? Yeah.
Or a whale.
That can't be the same, though, because skyscrapers are pretty dang big.
They're pretty dang
What about a
big.
whale?
But it depends on the
Maybe.
Godzilla as well, because Godzilla's only getting bigger as the movies progress.
Exactly.
true.
I reckon just get him a whale. If Benzilla gets hungry, he just scoops up a sperm whale from the sea.
Aren't whales endangered, though?
Are you going to tell Benzilla he can't have a whale schnitty?
I'm just saying, we've got to look after him.
Are you going to fight Benzilla? Because he's pretty weak.
Well, I mean, I'm busy making toast, so it's not really my
Exactly.
issue at this point.
Benzilla, put down that sperm whale and I'll put
make
on
it.
WrestleMania.
Oh,
Benzilla has
oh
some-
fuck, he'd get so mad. Oh, Benzilla just sitting there watching Raw being like, this is depressing. Why is Enzo the cruiserweight champion?
I wish I couldn't understand this.
I wish I didn't have this in my life now. I've got an addiction.
I could make Benzilla some toast, but that's about it.
I think
So
he-
wait, are we saying that the worst thing to turn into is Ben right now?
Yeah, the worst thing to the...
Not Ben! Giant man-sized Zilla Ben. Zilla Ben.
Alright, well,
Benzilla.
No, me. The worst thing to the fly with is me. Imagine, Phoenix.
I would not want that.
Exactly. You get extra slimy.
Ugh.
You grow more of a beard.
I just compulsively masturbate just all the time.
I like how I've become, in the show's lore, I'm apparently a chronic masturbator now. As opposed to the other way, to the truth, which is that you are the chronic masturbator.
Oh, absolutely. That's
Oh,
definitely
fair.
what it is.
He doesn't wear pants.
That's true.
Oh.
He's not wearing... See, you didn't even notice till I pointed it out, did you? These are just legs that he's painted.
I'm just going to look up the
Exactly.
rest of the podcast.
Oh. Alright, fine. Maybe I'm not the worst. I like to think I'm not the worst thing to the fly with. But I
What
am.
about...
This is pretty good, though.
What about, like, just a whole ton of herpes? Like,
That's-
you just take the disease in a petri dish, you put that
You
in the
become a
teleporter.
petri dish and herpes, though. You don't just get the...
Yeah, so you'd be like...
So living agony.
Yeah.
You become a glass dish.
You become like a dish and like a
Or
cluster of
would
germs.
doing that just give you herpes?
Yeah, I think it'd just give you herpes.
Damn it.
I feel like the glass needs to go somewhere, though.
Yeah.
Maybe just like you have glass in you, like bits of glass in you now.
No,
for the
like
rest
your
of
teeth.
life.
Like bones slowly become glass.
Ugh.
So you're just like,
That's pretty
oh,
bad.
well, this is the one. Now I've got herpes and I'm Sam Jackson in Unbreakable.
Oh, no.
Which isn't that bad, because at least I'm Sam Jackson.
Yeah, that's true.
What if you put like a disc in of like
Like a CD.
of a movie of something,
Or like
and
a
then
Blu-ray.
do you become a movie, or do like when they put you in? Do
No, you
like,
become the Blu-ray.
You become the Blu-ray, right? But like, are you a person in the movie? So if they want to talk to you, they put you in the DVD.
Yeah, like if you'd be a big flesh one.
Yeah,
But
like,
I think if like you somehow got it to play, it'd just be your like it'd come on like a TV screen and be like your face, be like, help me, just
Just
kill me,
screaming.
kill me, kill
Okay,
me.
so I just
Turn
thought of
subtitles
something.
off.
Flesh DVD.
Gross.
It's like an 80s. That sounds like a late 80s horror film that somehow got updated for the modern era.
Has
'Cause
technology
otherwise it
gone
would've
too
been a-
far?
VHS.
Flesh cassette.
Better name.
Flesh cassette. There's an name for your band, Phoenix. The Flesh Cassettes.
Oh god.
It also sounds so like it could be representing a penis. Because how do you
Barely.
put in a cassette?
Oh, you click
It's
it
like
close
it's
on
like
it.
you're like.
I
you
mean,
put
and
it
then
in-
you snap
like
it shut.
I mean,
flesh
you're not
cassette.
wrong, but you're not right either.
No, you're thinking of like one of those ones. I'm thinking like in a car, you put
Oh,
it in the
okay.
cassette player, and it like
And yeah, and then when you're done, you hit a button, you just pop out.
yeah. But no, okay. So I figured out something like an something like an ant or a bee is the worst thing to turn into.
A
Because
bee,
then
no,
you're part
a
of
bee's
a hive
way.
mind.
A bee's way worse than an ant because at least with an ant you get stronger.
That's
with
true.
a bee, you just become shit and you grow like a set, and like your dick breaks off. Because I'd imagine
No,
if
it
you're
becomes the stinger, doesn't it?
yeah, your dick would become the stinger. So you stick your dick in anything and it just pop. And
It's a misconception. Only on humans because our skin is too thick. You can sting like
fine, then you can't have
Wasps.
sex. Imagine accidentally.
get honey though.
Would
oh, you
you?
have to be young for that, don't you? Only the
Get
young
money,
ones
get honey.
Imagine
honey.
you've been the flied with a bee, so the bee,
I'm
right?
bead movied.
And you don't realize it, and you go here, you get bee movied.
The worst thing
Wait,
of all.
shit, you're right. That's just bee movie. Is that what happened to Jerry Springer? Is
Seinfeld.
bee movie just Jerry Springer?
It's Seinfeld.
Is bee movie just Jerry Seinfeld after he'd been deflied with a bee?
That movie wasn't animated. That
It was live
real.
action. Help!
Christ.
I figured it out. The worst thing to be the flied with is this show.
Oh, jeez.
You get the flied with from a hat. So, like, you get, like, two personalities and then a third that's constantly changing.
But you get a nice hat.
You do get a nice hat.
But then you get to think of heaps of ideas if you're the hack, because like, if
No.
if it's not one of us,
No, one of your personalities gets to think of a lot of ideas. The other one does fuck all.
Hey, I thought of an idea last time. We didn't pull it out.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Fucking hell.
I'm sad now.
I'm sorry,
You made me
Phoenix.
sad.
I'm sorry.
I'm sad. I'm sick.
You are.
I need some Vicks.
Alright, well, let's come up with one more then.
A musical instrument would be okay.
Be
It's
great.
like-
Are you kidding?
Like transformation, painful agony, obviously. But then you're like, I'm a talking guitar. I play myself. I'm a millionaire superstar.
If you became, like, would all of you become the guitar?
absolutely,
So what would be the strings?
would
you
You
just
see his
sprout?
cat's intestines. So.
I guess like
So your
your-
intestines?
no, your skin like splits into bands going across your torso.
Oh,
That's
that's,
so much
way
worse.
worse.
Oh, of course, it's not meant to be. You gotta earn this.
I was like, in my brain, I was like you get like a bunch, like, because my brain went bass for some reason. You get like 4 really long hairs sprout out of your forehead.
It's too easy.
Oh, your intestines become. Oh,
Yeah.
You wouldn't have good... Like, you wouldn't even sound good.
Have you ever played a meat organ?
Oh,
I don't think that's a real thing. It is. I've played one. Sounds terrible.
Of course it does. It's made of meat. Like, what would happen to your legs
I don't want to know.
if you became a man-tar?
See, I think you
They'd let you cross your legs and they kind of curl into itself to make the rounded edge.
I think that turning into something like a violin makes more sense. Because they've got like the... Well, no. A cello or a bass guitar, because they've got the thing at the bottom, so that you can, like,
Yes.
lean them up.
Oh, yeah.
So that your legs are just
Become a
into
spike.
one and turn into a spike. There's your balance.
Okay.
But you can't play yourself, because how are you...
Yeah. That's
I don't
the
want to
bit
play
that I-
myself, though.
That's the bit that I was all confused about
So
when
you're
you
gonna
like...
let all the haters play you?
Dang it. Alright. No, I reckon I could
Some
vibrate
douchebag-
my...
If you become a man guitar, some douchebag's going to pick you up, take you down to the end and be like, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I'm
Yeah,
going to assume
I
I
was
can
about
still
to say.
talk, like, in a magical children's movie kind of way, but with a horrible agony.
I'm gonna
of
play
having
Hallelujah.
I imagine you can only talk when people strum your strings, and they've got to strum in the right way. So, like, you'll be like, what do you think of this, Nick? And you like, just stare at them. And so they strum the strings, but they get the chord wrong, so it's like, I hate
Oh, no.
I would like it if you could only talk with the letters you had, like A to G.
Oh, no.
So you would play a note and it'd be like A, C, E when something's good. So it's ace.
So what, like the piano from Laser Collection?
Yes.
like-
Except that only does G.
G.
In my mind, it's worse. It's just, it's a muffled scream that no one understands, so, you know, pretty much.
Who
Actually,
would
no, it'd be
play
like-
that guitar?
It would be...
These people get bored.
Tell me! Tell me!
Yeah, I reckon Toasted would still be better than that.
Yeah, Toaster so far has been actually pretty alright.
Make toast, nothing to worry about.
He's just become a man toaster.
See, like the halfway point with a guitar would be okay when you've still got arms, because then you can play it.
No, I wouldn't! Because your organs are exposed!
Yeah, but
Your life is a painful agony, you're a monstrosity, no one loves you anymore.
no one
You're
loves you to
slowly
begin with.
becoming a meat
Alright, but
guitar.
people don't hideously recall when they look at me and say, oh god, the horror! Or at
That's
least not
true.
as much.
I was about to say. What if you the flied with like a spare tooth, like just a tooth,
That's a simple life, I guess.
like you want it, like you get some tooth
It's
removed.
Professor Toothy!
Like you get the flied with it. Would you grow one extra tooth, or would your whole body slowly become a tooth?
You cube into that tooth.
I don't
You
think
slowly
anything would
become a
happen, right?
I reckon the loophole is to merge with, you know, like smart fridges now and technology.
Yeah.
Go with that, because then you can be like, oh, my being like on the screen, my life is agony, please end me and stuff. But that's the message getting across.
What if you,
Yeah, but he doesn't.
And when you press like the water button, blood
But in
comes
the
out.
fly, he doesn't want to die. Because in the end, he's in agony and shit, but he doesn't want to die because he's still because the fly brain's taken over. Is like, no, we need to live.
okay,
The
so,
fridge is
Like he wants to live.
what if we take that Godzilla sized one again,
Uh-huh.
and then we put in the entire company of Google?
What do you mean?
You put in, you
So wait,
make a
Godzilla,
teleporter.
Google company. Like that's a
No,
slot.
you put, because Google's the company, like, it's a big place.
Oh, like
So-
the physical headquarters as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Okay.
All of Google,
Yeah.
I think God smites you down.
Then you-
'cause that's a sin.
then you go in it, you
Yeah.
merge with
You know,
Google.
the sins. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbour's wife. Thou shalt not merge with Google.
Those are the
I shouldn't have had
commandments.
to write this one down. Come
You
on,
know,
guys.
you merge with Google, and now you've got all information known to humankind.
Well, do they keep the server database
No,
in their
they don't-
headquarters?
It's
Well,
not- no.
wherever that is, that's where you do it.
And
It's
even
just
then,
a
you don't
computer.
you don't get that knowledge. You just become servers.
That's all right.
It's knowledge, but you could never know it because you don't have a computer there.
But I'd be in it. I'd be part of it.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd be
You'd become a meat.
No!
man. You become a big meat server that doesn't work because you're made of meat.
Your life would be like every day. How many meters in 1 foot? And just stupid questions that everyone asks.
Is it safe to microwave a microwave?
Good point. I'd be if Google was a guy. The color
Kim
tune of
Kardashian?
video.
Pregnant? Question mark, exclamation mark. That will be your life.
Why did he quiet from that show?
What?
Or just like gibberish where it's like, oh, you've spelt this wrong, clearly.
exactly.
What do you want from me?
Wrong spelling. You're gonna have to go. You can't spell as it is.
I can spell fine.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be
insulted.
Google now, let alone Flash Google.
Flash Google.
Or Flugel, as it will be known.
Gross.
Jeeves. The worst thing to the fly with is Ask Jeeves.
No one's searching Ask Jeeves.
Exactly. Because you just then become a giant meat search engine that no one uses.
I am also here.
I forgot it existed.
Yeah, but Ask Jeeves will eventually be shut down, and your
I think it
misery
is.
will end. Google will be eternal.
Oh god.
I guess you can make when they have the Google menus. I mean, the homepage is like celebrating someone's birthday. You get to make that artwork, and that could be fun.
I suppose.
That's a little fun thing you can do.
I suppose.
To maybe 15 minutes, agony, 15 minutes, agony.
Tiny
little
bitsy little bit of reprieve, then agony.
I totally just realised that it's someone's job to make those Google things.
Yeah. Well, it's not
is
one.
it? Or does Google
First of all,
already
it's
do
not
it
one
itself?
specific person's job. There's
It's
teams.
Jim.
Yeah, but
Jim has a lot of books in his
Like
office.
and they're not always the same team. Like various people. Have done
but what I'm saying is someone gets paid to make those. Like
yeah,
it
the
was-
Google Doodles.
Yeah, didn't only just cross my mind.
No, I like the idea that one guy has whose fucking birthday is it today? I need to sketch this up. Or Google does it, the computer makes it already, and we don't even know. Or they just go hey, give us your things, because they're big enough to ask for shit for free.
They are.
It saves them $10.
Well, on that note,
Oh, what's worse? I think Google or Man Guitar. What's the most horrible?
Mantar.
Man guitar's
Mantar?
dreadful.
I've been Benzilla.
Hey, I've been Phoenix.
No, you haven't. You've been Flesh Google.
Oh no, I'm
Or
Flash
Flugel.
Google.
I've been
I'm
Toaster
Flugel.
Boy Nick.
Exactly. That's been From a Hat with the flight with things. Now we're gonna die. Nothing but agony. Such is life. Sweet release.
To contact Phoenix and Ben, email them at fromahatpodcast@gmail.com or go to our Facebook or Twitter. Links are in the description.